Shady, you said if Shedeur was white, it would have gone differently.
Come on, man.
And the point,
Well, I just said if he wasn't black.
If he wasn't black.
Yeah.
If he wasn't black, it would have gone different. If Shedeur was a generational talent, it also would have gone differently. And I think that's just kind of the through line. That's the through line.
That's fair to say.
His on the field play and his potential didn't warrant all of what potentially came with.
I also wasn't saying Johnny Manziel and him were the same caliber player in college.
The Cleveland Browns are at a breaking point. The city is restless, the media is circling like vultures, and every day, the name Shedeur Sanders burns hotter in the headlines. But just when it seemed like the critics had the upper hand, LaShawn Shady McCoy stepped in on Speakeasy with Acho and Shady, unleashing a fiery defense of Shedeur that sent shockwaves through the NFL world. He's just a rookie. Give him time. A powerful clapback at doubters, analysts, and even some inside the Browns locker room who are already calling Shedeur a bust. But this moment wasn't just a soundbite. It was a rallying cry. It was Shady telling Cleveland, slow down, because you might be killing the future before it even begins.
I also wasn't saying Johnny Manziel and him were the same caliber player in college. Tim Tebow is one of the greatest college players ever, but as a pro prospect, he wasn't looked at as great as a Shedeur was as a pro prospect. The same way Josh Allen in college had a 57% completion percentage at Wyoming. He stunk. He wasn't special, but he still got taken top 10. Because why? He had pro prospect attributes. We draft off of attributes in the NFL draft, and that was my problem. You have guys that were loud, rambunctious, all of these other stuff, and they weren't viewed as pro prospects. They weren't viewed as highly as pro prospects.
Cleveland is no ordinary NFL city. This is a fan base that has endured heartbreak after heartbreak, from the drive to the fumble, from quarterback carousel chaos to playoff collapses. Now in 2025, the Browns are once again searching for stability. Shedeur Sanders entered the league with more hype than almost any rookie quarterback in recent memory. He wasn't just a top draft pick. He was Deion Sanders' son, a young man carrying the weight of Colorado's miracle run, NIL fame, and a spotlight brighter than the sun. And when the Browns drafted him, expectations skyrocketed overnight. Fans wanted a savior. The front office wanted a brand icon. The locker room? Well, not everyone was sold. Media turns the heat up. From day one of camp, Shedeur has been scrutinized at a level usually reserved for veterans. National voices like Colin Cowherd and Tony Grossi accused him of being too Hollywood, too distracted, too protected by his father. After a rocky preseason, every incomplete pass was treated like breaking news. Every interception was dissected. Local Cleveland radio lit up with fans asking if Shedeur was really ready. And when the Browns stumbled out of the gate, all eyes pointed at the rookie quarterback. By week 4, whispers turned into shouts. Is Shedeur Sanders a bust? Shedeur struggles, questioning his poise, his speed-reading defenses, even his leadership. Yo, hold up. He's just a rookie. Y'all talking like he's a 10-year vet. This kid is adjusting to the NFL speed. You don't draft a rookie quarterback and expect him to dominate overnight. That's unfair, man. Give him time. McCoy didn't just defend Shedeur. He went after the culture of instant judgment that defines today's NFL. We kill these young quarterbacks too quick. Let the man breathe. He's not supposed to be perfect in his first month. Those words echoed far beyond the studio. Fans clipped it, reposted it, debated it. In a city drowning in negativity, Shady provided a rare moment of patience and perspective. Let's be real. Shedeur hasn't been flawless. His pocket awareness is shaky. His timing routes sometimes late, and defenses disguise coverages to bait him. But here's the truth Shady was pointing out. Every rookie QB struggles. Peyton Manning threw 28 interceptions in his rookie season. Josh Allen was mocked as wildly inaccurate before becoming a superstar. Even Trevor Lawrence looked overwhelmed until coaching stabilized around him. So why is Shedeur's learning curve treated like a scandal instead of a natural step? Because of his last name, because of the cameras, because of the Deion effect. And McCoy knew it. That's why he drew a line in the sand. But Shady's defense also peeled back a deeper truth: the politics inside the Browns locker room. Reports have surfaced that veterans like Jerry Jeudy and Amari Cooper aren't fully embracing Shedeur as QB1. Some see him as Deion's spoiled kid who skipped the usual grind. Others believe he's a distraction with his flashy lifestyle and massive endorsement deals. Kevin Stefanski, the head coach, is caught in the middle. Start Shedeur and the veterans grumble. Bench him and the fan base revolts. This is the tightrope the Browns walk every week. Shady's words weren't just for TV. They were a warning shot to Cleveland's own locker room. Stop tearing down your rookie before he even has a chance to grow. Cleveland's fans are loyal, but they're also impatient. They've been promised saviors before: Johnny Manziel, Baker Mayfield, Deshaun Watson. Each time it ended in disappointment. So when Shedeur showed flashes of brilliance but also costly mistakes, the fan base split down the middle. Some screamed, "Bench him! He's not ready!" Others countered, "Let him play! He's the future!" Into that chaos, Shady dropped his viral defense. And suddenly, many fans found themselves nodding in agreement. Maybe patience was the missing ingredient. The media firestorm after Shady's words. The moment McCoy spoke, the media machine roared. ESPN ran the clip on repeat. Debate shows turned it into a topic. Was Shady right to defend Shedeur, or is Cleveland wasting time? Analysts like Acho leaned cautious, pointing out that Shedeur's mistakes were costly in close games. Others said Shady was the only one brave enough to tell the truth. But the biggest reaction came from players. NFL veterans tweeted out support for Shedeur, echoing Shady's words. Josh Allen himself reportedly reached out privately to remind Shedeur that rocky rookie years don't define a career. McCoy for defending his son. That's real talk from a real one. Appreciate you, Shady. But this also added fuel to the narrative that Shedeur is shielded from criticism by his father's powerful voice. And that tension between protection and pressure is exactly what Shady was calling out. What's next for Shedeur? So where does this all go from here? If the Browns bench Shedeur, the city could implode. If they stick with him, there will be growing pains, maybe even ugly losses. But Shady's words remind us of a bigger truth. Greatness takes time. Think of Mahomes sitting a year behind Alex Smith. Think of Lamar Jackson struggling in his first playoff appearance before becoming an MVP. Think of Jalen Hurts getting booed in Philly before taking them to the Super Bowl. So why shouldn't Shedeur be given that same runway? NFL culture of impatience. At its heart, this isn't just a Shedeur Sanders story, it's an NFL story. We live in a league that chews up quarterbacks and spits them out if they don't succeed instantly. Social media amplifies every mistake. Talk shows demand results. Owners panic. But Shady McCoy's viral stand cut through that noise. He reminded everyone that rookies are supposed to grow, stumble, and learn. That the Browns don't just need patience, they need belief. When we look back at Shedeur Sanders' career, whether he becomes a star or flames out, Shady's words may be remembered as a turning point. Because in that moment, one NFL veteran stood tall and said what few dared to say. Stop rushing the kid. And maybe, just maybe, those words will give Shedeur the breathing room he needs to prove Cleveland wrong or right. So let's leave it here. Do you agree with Shady McCoy? Should Shedeur Sanders be judged as a rookie learning the ropes? Or is patience just another excuse for poor play? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Cleveland, the mic is yours.